The premier matchup in the country has come down to a rubber match. It's Stillwater, Oklahoma, number 2 visiting Texas Longhorns. Won game 2 after number 10 Oklahoma State took game 1 on Thursday. A lot of success doing it. Number 1 in the conference in stolen bases as well. Rosie Davis backhands it, makes the throw in time. Rosie struggled a little bit in game 2, threw a couple off the plate, pulled, and as we mentioned, Lexi Kilfoyle in the circle. The first pitch to Mia Scott is going to be caught by Tim. And there's out 2.
Off speed, so a little early on that one. And Jolie Mitchell looks like she's hacking early in the count as well.
She does. Bloodworth over, makes the play, throws in time, out number 3. And 1-2-3 inning for the Cowgirls going to the home half this season. They're 26-3 when they do that. Last night, one of the rare times in which they don't. They lost yesterday after scoring 1-0, lost 2-1. And Talon Edwards is out at first base. Up the difference of that versus seeing Lexi Kilfoyle a second time, but she really kept the Texas batters off the bags really well. And that was going to be bobbled, and that's going to be probably scored in error for Rosie Davis, and she'll be at first. But the advance,
clean that up in this game.
No doubt, this is a team that has struggled when it comes to the number of errors, and Carly Godwin will go to first after she is plunked.
You really never know who's going to start, so you kind of just have to be prepared for everything.
Well, the Cowgirls are prepared for that pitch. Caroline Wong, sound the horn. The Cowgirls, a 3-run shot, and the Cowgirls take the early 3-0 lead. Well, that's a way to be ready right there, and the Cowgirls dab it up as they come across home plate, and Caroline Wong just left the yard.
Yeah, Estelle Check, I think this was a backdoor curve. She starts it a little bit on the outside half, and it curves right back over the heart of the plate. And Caroline Wong able to get around on that and send it over the fence.
Well, then, it's that one, got underneath it, and it's going to drift over to Scott at third for the second out of the inning. Two for 6, had 3 RBIs in game 1, and she will hit that one over to Scott. Scott's able to flip the hips, make the throw, and get the third out. But
it'll be interesting to see how the Texas offense adjusts today.
That one is hit up, and Davis calls off Godwin as Reese Atwood, the incredible offensive catcher as well, counts full at 3-2, and he's hit the ball pretty hard here in this at-bat. Competed well. Kilfoyle comes inside with that one, and Martinez is on with a walk. Another terrific crowd here. And that was a slow roller to Lexi. Won't have the double play. Does flip it over in time to first to get the set. Count will go back to full here, 3-2. The pitch, that one is hit sharply to Davis. Davis tries to make the throw, does in time. What a play. Backhands it, wasn't clean, but had the speed and the arm to get it to first.
To them, so I know a lot of right-handed hitters like that, so they can, you know, get their barrel out.
Couple of good hits by Katie Lott. The first one foul, and that one into center field for Henry and out number 1. But yeah. Bloodworth hits that one into the 2-hole gap, and Washington backhanded it and makes the count will stay 3-2. That one is going to be popped up, and Atwood able to come back and get that one for out number 3. So a good AB, but
yeah, she has done a very good job of just putting the ball in play. And
so
there she does it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on cue. I mean, that's good back control, and just squirts it over Edwards and finds no man's land. Foil to come right back in 2 days later and face an extremely tough batting lineup. And she does things like that right there. Just very gritty.
Power, short game. She gets on base. She's got a lot of speed. Just so many tools.
Cowgirls trying to get the lead runner. They do. Bloodworth flips to Davis. They get the runner, and that'll be a fielder's choice for Henry. One of 3 Longhorns to start all 61 games a year ago. And the throw. Oh, my. And that for the review here.
I mean, to me, it looks like she got that tag down before the foot foot of the runner made it into second.
And she is out. So they do get the overturn, as we, again, thought was the correct call. I'm not sure if there was enough video evidence, but there is, and that's out.
Game is really important in the long run.
Talon Edwards flares one to Martinez, who gets back and does a good job. And there's one gone for the Cowgirls in the bottom of the third. Always a factor as well. And Davis comes up empty on the big swing, and there's a strikeout. Mac Morgan comes in and strikes out her first.
3-hole for the Cowgirls brings so much power to this lineup.
And she just got rung up. So Mac Morgan comes in, throws a couple of strikeouts, and just like that, the Cowgirls are done.
She's another one of those athletes that's so versatile. She can hit, slap, bunt, and run so fast. She almost beats that one out. Just the speed down the line, putting so much pressure on the defense.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, and going off of that, I think for the Cowgirls, their defense has been so impressive because a lot of these infielders are so young and new in their spots that...
Reese Atwood, obviously very, very talented, has been very good. 12 home runs on the season. But she strikes out, and that's her 11th strikeout of the season.
Do some damage.
And the Sharpie is getting laced out there. There's, speaking of laced, there's one hit into center field, and Henry does a great job. Fourth, and that's a big one right there. If they gets by her, that's going to be a double for Wong, and Tim slow rolls that one to first. Stewart is able to field it for out number 2. Is 2 for 7. Those 3 big RBIs, though, in game 1. Hits that one into center field. Henry camps underneath it. And a quick inning in the bottom of the 4th. So this 3-0 score is held since the first inning. Getting up at 1 apiece. And that one is hit. Rosie Davis off the bounce. Throw over in time. Able to record the out very quickly there to Viviana Martinez, who is 0 for 1 with a walk now.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's something that the Texas offense, I'm sure they're going to want to get going. You know, try to get on plane with that drop ball a little better. You know, get a little lower in their stance maybe and try to.
1-2 here, and a strikeout. And the Cowgirls been good with ground balls. We'll tell you that stat. Of course, Mike White in his 6th year, but Oklahoma State's had a lot of success under Kenny Gajewski as Katie Lott comes up empty, and another strikeout last several years. Bloodworth swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2. Only her 19th at bat of the season, and that one's hit right back to Morgan. Takes it calm, cool, and collected. Flings it to first, and we're done. Through 5. 1 hit for both. Say it. That one is hit. Bloodworth comes on throw, and one of the rare times Maloney has not been able to reach base. Good job day, beautiful day. And there's just something about this as Rosie Davis let that one hit tick off the end of her glove, and Bella Dayton goes head first, sliding through the bag.
Long hop and just tipped off her glove.
That one is hit sharply into left. Coming over is Lott, gets the out and will not allow the tag. So 2 gone. Runner will stay at first to get her 12th win of the season. Runner going, throw off the bag, and Rosie Davis is going to have to go track that one down as it carols into right field. Dayton is safely in separation right there, so I think that is as clear cut as it gets. That is way more conclusive than it was yesterday. And again, I'll be curious to know, did Kenny Gajewski call for this? And it is an out. So 3 outs now in this one left to go for Texas. The Cowgirls will try to get some insurance. And you really didn't think it was a ball. 3-1. And that one's hit to Martinez. Throws in time for out number 1. I mean, she has not given the Cowgirls much life since she's coming to the circle, and there's going to be another ground out opportunity. Martinez does get Rosie Davis over there at first. The back-to-back groundouts.
Consecutive out recorded by the Texas pitching staff since that home run in the first inning.
Carly Godwin This time Martinez has to back up, but she does so, is able to collect, makes the throw, and the Cowgirls are done in the 6th. So zeros everywhere except that bottom of the 1st that's turning out to be a big
27 strikeouts in those innings, only giving up 1 earned run in all of those starts.
Martinez walked in the second batter of the 2nd inning, and they pitch, and the coming on Lott had to accelerate, and that may end the streak for 7. And real-time stats says .81, and a double clutch, and the double throw, and the double out for Oklahoma State. Texas down to their final out, and if you're going to be down to your final out, this is crowd. Record crowd, 1,700 plus crowd. Going to see Rosie Davis field it, and the Cowgirls have won the series. Once again, the Cowgirls will sound the horn, and Lexi Kilfoyle, her 2nd complete game shutout of the Texas Longhorns, and her teammate showing her their love and appreciation. Hit a few, we're going to hit a few. You got to find a way. It all came down to that one big swing early on.
Exactly, only 3 hits in the game overall. Very uncharacteristic of a game 3 of a series. You know, usually expect those to be a dogfight. Everybody, offense everywhere. Who's going to get, you know, more runs in the end, but